Hello and welcome to SNES Classics. In this installment, I'm taking a look at the 1991 Konami classic. This is Super Castlevania IV. Super Castlevania IV was essentially a 16-bit remake of the original Akumajo Dracula game, otherwise known as Castlevania. It's basically the same plot as the original, just with some updated visuals and things, for the new 16-bit platform that Nintendo had just released. So yeah, let's play some of this. So just like Castlevania 3, you're asked to enter a name, and I don't really know why, it's just one of those things that it does. So as Simon Belmont, it is your job to rid the world of Count Dracula yet again. Just like the original Castlevania game, your job is to go around, pick up hearts and sub-items. But what separates Castlevania IV is the ability that you can swing your whip in whatever direction you want. This is something that wasn't actually really used in any of the other Castlevania games. There was some, cool Super Nintendo effects such as that, like the Mode 7 vents. I can't get those, so I gotta go behind the gate. Super Nintendo layer effects. Avoid the pit. I can't get that. It's in the foreground, and I'm in the background right now. But I'm not even gonna bother getting all these hearts. There's no reason to. Hearts power the sub-items. Wall meat. I've always been extremely fond of the music in this game. Some excellent chiptunes. Although most of the gameplay remains similar to that of the original NES and Famicom version, there is of course some new added features such as the ability to swing around on those things there. Really impressive back in 1991, and still it looks really nice today. Early Super NES games were just full of gimmicks, and, for the most part, they were pretty dumb and, don't really add much, but even so, they're cool effects and show what the Super Nintendo could do. One of the changes that does not get the notoriety it really deserves is the ability to jump onto the steps. As opposed to being, stuck on them and the steps are, terrible. Attack on an angle. Oh, damn horse heads. You still can't jump off of the steps, which is unfortunate, but you can definitely jump onto them. Parallax scrolling. Super Castlevania IV was released exclusively for the Super Nintendo to use the Super NES's hardware. Damn, I died. Damn Medusa heads. But you can also pick it up on the Wii Virtual Console. I'm playing this, of course, using the original Super NES hardware, as I don't really prefer the Virtual Console. Attack downwards. Awesome. Alright, boss time. Of course, the first boss is extremely weak. But that changes over time. More Super NES hardware scaling techniques to show you what the hardware can do. Not needed, but, you know, kind of neat. What's always neat about the original Castlevania was, or what was kind of interesting about the addition to this version of Castlevania was that it doesn't just take place in Castlevania, which is Dracula's Curse of Home. This version, you know, lets you get there, like in the surrounding, like cities or surrounding like landscapes and such. Kill these things. Well, you kind of feel like a jerk for just killing all these animals, as opposed to like killing like the demons and monsters that inhabit the landscape because of Dracula. So I mean, you're kind of a jerk. Frick. Careful here. Stopwatch freezes time, just like in the original game. I died. It always seems weird that they gave you, like, these individual blocks if no enemy takes away just one of them. Like, why even bother to have, you know, like, 2 blocks? It seems like enemies do more damage than they should, or something. I don't know. The game is definitely not as hard as the original Castlevania was. But that's still not saying much, because the original Castlevania was kind of ungodly difficult.